Hey, do you guys like Chow Chow? I'm going to show you how to make an old-timey recipe, one that my mom says tasted almost identical to her mom's. So guys, if it's something that your mama made, you know it's got to be good. We're going to start with cabbage, cucumbers, onions, different colors of bell peppers, and tomatoes. I'm going to start chopping all those up, give you the ingredients and the amounts in the description box. But I'm going to use my food processor to make this process a lot easier than what our grandmas had, because they had to chop everything by hand. They weren't fortunate enough to have one of these little machines right here. And I'm so thankful we are, because it cuts our time down by 90%. So I'm going to get this cut up and I'll show you what it looks like in a little bit. Okay, I've peeled most of the green off the cucumbers. I left a little bit on for color. But one thing that I am going to do, because these are really big cucumbers, is I'm going to take almost all the seeds out, because I don't like seeds floating around in my Chow Chow. So I've just cut them in half. I have a bag right here for my chickens. I'm just going to rake it down like that right there. And if there's 2 or 3 left in there, that's okay, but I've got the majority of them out. And then now I can go ahead and finish the rest of them and get them in my food processor to chop up and fill up my half-gallon jar. Okay. I have all my veggies cut up and sitting aside. Now it's time to measure all the ingredients that's going to go in the brine for our relish. Okay, the recipe calls for 3 pounds of sugar. Guys, I've got a 10-pound bag, but I have a kitchen scale. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it on, and I'm going to have to turn it around where I see it, guys, not you. I'm sorry. But, okay, I'm putting my pot on there, and I'm going to hit my tare button, and it's going to zero out. So I'm just going to pour from my big bag until I get to 3 pounds. And that is how you get 3 pounds of sugar. Okay, and just a little bit over, so we'll take a little bit out. Because I'm at 3.56 right now. Okay, I'm 3.01, guys, that's close enough. So I'm going to move this over. I'm going to measure out my vinegar. I have the rest of my spices here. I'll tell you what they are. Let me move my scales, and then we'll get back to making this Chow Chow. Okay, I have my sugar that we just measured in here. I have our spices, which I'll put everything in the description box below, but I have salt, pepper, cloves, turmeric, ginger, allspice, and cinnamon. And the recipe calls for, a double check here, 3 pints of vinegar. Okay, a quart is 2 pints, so I'm going to put 1.5 quarts of white vinegar in our Chow Chow. Measure, no. Right there's the 2-cup line, so I need just a little bit more. I was looking at it sideways. Okay. Now we're on the 2-cupper. Stir this up. It definitely has that Chow Chow smell to it, which is different from other relishes that I usually make. Okay. Put the lid back on here. Okay, now I have my chopped veggies over here, and I have them separated by veggie. That's just how I did when I chopped them. But instead of using fresh onions, guys, I had a bunch chopped in the freezer. So I defrosted that. What I did was I put this little handy strainer I got at Walmart over top of it. I put it over the sink, and I drained anything that has any of the liquid that was in there and possibly ice. I just drained all that liquid out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all my veggies, I'm going to put my pot, then I'm going to cook it for about 20 minutes, and then I'll get it ready to go in the jars. Okay, our Chow Chow has cooked, so now it's time to go ahead and get it into jars. But first, I need to put my white vinegar in my water. I have hard water, so if I put the white vinegar in there, it keeps that residue from getting on the jars, the limestone residue, I should say. I try to do that every single time, because if not, then I'm scrubbing jars, and I'd rather pour vinegar in than scrub jars. Whatever works best for you all. Okay, these jars are warm. I've turned this down to a simmer. I have my water preheating over there. That way we're not going to have any type of a thermal shock and break anything. Okay, I'm going to put my Chow Chow in my jars. Now I am getting the veggies and the liquid. That way we have both in there. Now, this right here got a little full, guys. So, the easiest way to fix that, well, first of all, is not to do it. But second, just get a spoon, take it out, put it back in there. It's not the end of the world. It's just Chow Chow. So, we're going to wipe this rim off to make sure we don't have anything on the rim. Otherwise, it won't seal. We're going to put our flats and rings on there. Now, a lot of people crank them down on there. You can't do that, because if you do, they'll buckle and they won't seal. So put them on there finger tight where there's still some play, and put it in here. I'm going to continue until I get all of these filled and in their canners, and I'm going to process them for 20 minutes in a water bath. The water's going to be up over top of them, and after they come to a boil, we're going to boil them for 10 minutes, we're going to boil them for 20 minutes. So I'll show you what we were looking like a little bit later in the process. I had 13 pints of the Chow Chow. I just turned the canners off, the timer went off, but this is all that I had left. So guys, this smells amazing, so I have to go in and give this a bite. Wow. That is so good. Went down the wrong way, but nevertheless, it's excellent. I think that's about the best Chow Chow that I've ever had. Mama's right, it's definitely good. So I'm going to go ahead and take these out. You can see what they look like right here. As they, whoops, it's already sealed. Thank you, Jesus. So I'm going to take the rest of these out, put them on the towel. Guys, thanks for watching. Share this with your friends. Put it in all your groups on social media. And guys, I'll see y'all in that next video.